Maybe my wife thinks I'm an idiot and wouldn't know. Part 2. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. It has been a while since I dropped off her emails and my ring. During that time, my wife has gone from full-on hysterical she ugly to an emotional slobbering mess back to not so hysterical she ugly. After I had enough evidence to support my theory, I met with my brother and best friends to determine what goals I have in my life. Is it to be a loving and supported husband to a cheating wife? Or divorce and refocus myself to what I want in life? When long argued discussions concluded, I decided to refocus on my own goals. Oh, by the way, my decision was not only based on her current email and actions, but to the 2 other indiscretions she also indulged in while married. So the decision was not all that difficult, but it was one of the hardest emotional things I have ever faced. So a plan was developed. The first part of the plan was to gather evidence from all possible sources, talk to an attorney, work on a separation plan regarding joint accounts, find a temporary lodging until moving back in, etc. The house is mine so she cannot touch it. Bummer for her. All this was prepared before I agreed to talk to her last night. So I picked the restaurant and the time and arrived a little early to see if she came alone or dragged some garbage as backup. Garbage is the name I give her group of friends, to include her sister. They are a living group of diseases that cause sickness and death to anyone they wish to attack and destroy. I call them this lovingly, of course. But she came solo. After I meet her, get seated and watch her drink what I can only describe as a trough of wine, we get into it. I came prepared and she didn't. She was shaking and eyes were leaking and voice was scratchy. She only mumbled that she was sorry, it wasn't my fault, blah, blah, blah. When she was done, I started from my list of questions. The first of course was, why? She answered she just thought it would be fun. I was prepared for a long lengthy reply of taking blame, passing blame on to me, etc. I don't think I said anything for an hour, but it must have only been seconds. I said, is that it? That's the only reason to cheat on me? Then she added, well, he was cute and we were around each other all the time, so I thought it would be fun. I wasn't going to tell you because it wasn't really anything. Holy shit, really? I just got up and left. Well, the garbage must have been close by because I was sitting in my car watching the world melt around me. They showed up at the restaurant leaving their slug mucus trail behind them. I didn't get to talk to her about being served, separation plans or anything. Nothing. I just retreated. Gathering my wits around me, I went back to my current location, sat down, had some Jack Daniels and mellowed out. So I guess the future is now cut and dry. But, wow. I hope there is more to it. She has been calling my friend all day and he keeps saying no. I went no contact with her and decided that we would communicate via our lawyers. The division of all our properties and every other thing concerning our finances will be discussed by the lawyers. She kept insisting to talk to me and saying that we can figure this out. I agreed to talk to her with our lawyers. We talked about how we choose to move forward with the divorce. I think she thought I wasn't divorcing here just because I agreed to talk to her. I am going through with the divorce. She cheated on me because she thought it would be fun? I hope it tickles her throat when everyone around her finds out why we'll be divorcing. I don't know if her parents know. But if they don't, they will know soon, tomorrow when they get the package of all her correspondence and pictures. She did it because she is a shallow, narcissistic, bitchy, spoiled little daddy's girl who has never faced any of her actions. Daddy always fixed it. You know, he never really liked me and always told me to treat her like the special lady she is. Good Lord, I'm a fucking idiot. I wished I just got a dog instead of marrying this horrible, horrible person. Update end. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Time to unperson her and shove everything about her down a memory hole. You married a very callous narcissist but are very fortunate that you didn't have children with her. To bigger and better things. This is just an old, painful chapter of your life closing. The new one where you're free will be much better. Just remember to take care of yourself when this all blows over. Find someone who actually loves and respects you, like a dog. She jeopardized your marriage only because it was fun? She didn't tell you because it wasn't important to her, it sure as hell was for you. All the remorse you see now is because she got caught. If you go back to her then you'll be just waiting for her to do something fun again. Here is the second story. My girlfriend is falling out of love with me and falling in love with someone else. We, 26M, 25F, have had a wonderful relationship for 6 years, which was full of romance, physical attraction, and fun. Last year she got her first job and things changed. I thought that maybe I did not do enough, so I even increased the amount of effort I put in the relationship. I have always tried to keep the relationship alive by having spontaneous date nights, trips, and with meaningful but small surprises. For instance, I get her favorite flowers, chocolate, that pair of shoes she pointed at once in the shopping mall, etc. Since I believed this was just one of those regular long relationship struggles when the spark stopped shining, I continued doing my sincere best and hoped for the best. Things looked good again and I proposed to her back in May. She loved the proposal. She kept saying she was stressed out and I thought it would be good to bring her on a trip to my home country. We had an amazing week and things seemed good. Since I needed to stay in my home country for 2 more weeks, and she returned home, she flew back alone. Now IT comes. 10 minutes after she landed home, she told me she doesn't feel the same anymore and broke up with me by text. Then she completely ignored me for the days after. 2 weeks later I went back to the country we live in. And this is what happened. She blames me for everything I did during the relationship. She remembers everything as horrible. Although she always told me I was a wonderful boyfriend during our years together. She ignored me and didn't even want to give me a kiss, hand, hug or whatsoever. We met up a couple of times, but she said she did it out of pity. She told me that the reason for breaking up with me was that she is not feeling the sexual spark anymore, but told me that she never cheated, etc. I am completely desperate since I don't know what happened. It has been going on for a month and we rarely seem to catch up. If we meet, it's like I meet a complete stranger. It has been eating me since I am sure of the fact that we had it good together and we were making plans for the wedding. I decided to give her some time off because she seems completely reckless. Maybe it was just the spur of the moment and when she'd had her clarity, she'd come to me again. Today, I got a message from her boss's wife to tell me that my girlfriend is destroying her family. Yes, he is married and has 2 children. She told me I should talk with my girlfriend about it. The boss's wife texted me a couple of more sentences in which she says that she is not sure if they have something but that she has reasons to believe they do. And that I should find out myself and that it's better that my GF leaves the company. I have always been afraid that she would cheat on me with him since she always talked with great admiration about him. I was already a complete wreck but now even more. Plus I do not have any closure on the fact that she might have really cheated on me with him and that the boss's wife knows something more than I do and isn't telling me everything she knows yet. Maybe she fell in love with him and therefore she lost the spark with me? Did things happen? What should I do? Should I confront my ex-GF/fiancé with the messages this woman has sent me? Thank you all so much. Edit, I was still being in contact with her because she told me a week ago that she wants to give us a chance, but that things can take long since she told me her feelings went away slowly as well. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Go by what she does, not what she says. She is branch swinging. She made a play for her boss. If he goes for it, then you are out of her life. If he dumps her and goes back to fix his relationship with his wife, then she will come back to you to give us a chance, until she meets another man she is attracted to. She has put you on the back burner and wants to string you along until she is set with another guy. Don't be anyone's backup plan. She left you in a cruel and heartless way. She showed you who she is and how she really feels. Separate from her, block her number and don't provide any sort of emotional support. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.